Welcome back to Aaron and Ellie on Kirby Drive. Today is Tuesday, September 9th, and the Bears' holy choke job.
OMG.
Yeah, I think there might have been.
It was getting kind of ugly towards the end.
Yeah, I mean, the Bears hosting the Vikings, J.J. McCarthy's first ever start.
It was the perfect recipe for success for the Bears. You have Caleb Williams' second year, you have Ben Johnson at the helm. You're just you're doing so good the first half. It's like a lob up for success, and then just crashing, tumbling, exploding.
Yeah, catastrophic collapse in the fourth quarter. 21 straight unanswered points allowed by the Bears. Man, I mean, I think Troy Aikman was saying it, and I think I said it earlier too, but the Bears were leading. First of all, the Bears were leading 17-6 with about 12 minutes left to go in the game. The Vikings had done nothing on offense the entire night, and at some point in the third quarter, there, I mean, Soldier Field was the loudest I've ever heard it. Like, it was booming in there.
It was loud.
And by the end of the game, the Bears were getting booed off the field, and it was
In true Chicago fashion.
just horrific. So, I mean, if we hadn't just seen the game the night before, end in a horrific collapse,
Yeah.
I would say it would be something I hadn't seen in a long time.
But we had just seen it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really grateful for these teams for keeping it entertaining for us in these primetime slots.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
thanks, guys.
The Bears, they started out really promising. I mean, Caleb was completed
did.
10 of his first 10 passes. He was perfect on the start. There were a couple people that he missed. I think Roma Dunze had a big shot down the middle of the field, and he ended up checking it down. But they scored on the first drive. Got points on the second drive, I think.
His first rushing touchdown.
Yeah, of his career. Ellie is eating
Sorry,
a cough drop in the middle of recording.
Sorry,
It's audio
either that or
poison, by the way.
either that or I cough myself out of this podcast. I have some type of cold or something, so I apologize, guys. I don't sound like I usually do, and I apologize for the occasional sniffle, cough.
Or just a cough drop rolling around in her mouth that you can hear. Occasionally, this will become an ASMR video of Ellie just rolling the cough drop along her teeth.
Listen, this is a catastrophic ending of my week too. So
Yeah. So, I mean, the first half, the Bears, I mean, it was all Bears. I guess as much as it could have been all Bears. I mean, it was, 10-6 at half.
yeah.
Like I said, Caleb Williams started perfect. Perfect, not perfect. He missed a couple wide open guys that he probably would have loved to have those plays back. And then on 4th down and 3 on their third drive, missed DJ Moore pretty badly. Ended up turning
Yeah.
the ball over.
Ugh, yeah.
And then it was just but even still, despite all of that, the Bears were still had the game in hand. And then J.J. McCarthy, right before half, fired a strike to Jalen Naylor, and they ended up getting 3 points on the board just before half. And, you thought maybe that was when they were going to try and turn it around coming out of half. The Bears got the ball, I think, to start, and just didn't do anything with it, basically the rest of the game. And then that's whenever all hell broke loose because the Bears were going in to score again sometime late in the third. They ended up getting a holding called on them. They were at the 12-yard line or something like that. They ended up getting holding called. They ended up having Caleb Williams run around like his head was cut off and throw the worst intentional grounding I think I've ever seen.
At that point, just holding the ball because you're gonna get that call. That was just horrific.
Imagine Patrick Mahomes when he went horizontal and completed that pass to Kelsey. Imagine that, but with nobody anywhere near.
Yeah, catastrophically worse. Unfortunately, hey, it's his second year in the league. He's trying to. He looked a lot more competent today. If that was my quarterback, I would have more confidence in my team's ability to carry an offensive run down the. What am I trying to say?
Just sustain a drive. I guess what you're trying to say.
To complete a drive, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be too sad if I was a Chicago fan.
I would be sad.
I'd be, of course, a little
this
sad.
game you had one because you were gonna go. You were driving in. You probably thought you were gonna score a touchdown, and put the game away 24-6. Instead, you get the holding call, and you think, okay, let's get some of this back. Then Caleb does what he does, and it's 3rd down and 30 all of a sudden, and you're just trying to get back into field goal range. Cairo Santos lines up to kick it and misses it wide right.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
it was a 50-yard, right?
Yeah, it was only 50 yards. I mean, I guess Soldier Field is a hard place to kick, but also, if you know that, then don't take your intentional grounding call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a little bit ahead on that one.
Yeah. So then the running game gets going for the Vikings, and after that,
Yeah, they found their mojo after that.
yeah.
I feel like JJ starts to get a little bit more comfortable back there. He got his first pick out of the way, pick 6 at that.
Yeah, that was
And
bad.
that was a bad one. But
Yeah.
I
And I
mean,
thought that was game over whenever.
yeah, it was bad. And then what was it? Was it the next drive that they had this where the stadium got like super loud and they got a delay of game
Yeah.
called?
It was all the wheels were coming off the Vikings operation because they threw that pick 6, then they were getting like you could tell they were frazzled at the offensive line on the offensive side of the ball. Then Chicago went on that long drive and almost put the game away and then missed the field goal, and right after that, I mean, like, the Vikings started driving and they never stopped scoring the rest of the night.
Yeah. What was it? 21-0 in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Horrific.
That if that doesn't scream choke job, that's I don't know what else wraps it up more like that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I don't know. Caleb Williams looked better in the first half, and like I don't think there's a lot. I mean, besides Bears fans, I guess, but like I don't know if there's many people who want him to do well more than we do.
Right.
And I mean, there was a pretty nasty article that came out a couple days ago. Apparently, I heard them talking about it on Part of My Take about how I don't know. I guess like somebody interviewed a bunch of ex-coaches and stuff like that, people who lost their jobs last season, basically.
Bruh.
And they were talking about how, like, I don't know, it was like a really weird, like, personal attack about how, like, they were like, he's probably dyslexic, like, he doesn't know it. Like, they basically had, like, all of, like, the cadences and stuff, they had to shorten to, like, just ready, set, go, because he was basically too stupid to understand, like,
Oh my gosh.
different snap counts. The writing of the article had a bunch of, like, it was written as if to, like, try and, like, insinuate that he was gay, and then also, I guess, like, in some way imply that that was a bad thing, or I don't know. Otherwise, why would you include it in the article? I don't know.
Or why would you make it seem like that?
Yeah, and like he's been dealing with that since day one, and I don't know. I just want him to like to be able to put all that aside, and he just like he started out well tonight, but he just couldn't finish the game.
Yeah. No, I want him to do really well too.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a good kid. I mean, I don't know. I like him as a player, but I like him also as like as a guy, like as Caleb Williams. So like I want him to do well. I want him to beat all these allegations. I want him to, sit the haters down. But, and like I don't know. I say Chicago fans shouldn't be too upset. Tonight I'd be upset. I'd be pissed. I'd go pour one out. Because like that was so upsetting. I know I'd be pissed if that were the Texans, which it essentially was. But not that bad. But I mean, for the future, I wouldn't be too disappointed. There's like promise. Whereas like at the beginning of last year, like there was a lot of like up in the air. Like I don't know how it's gonna go. We still have Matt Eberflus. Like it's just bad vibes all around, and. Like, I feel like this year there's a lot more, like, there's a lot more promise. Also, sorry, our mascot is a little pissed that she doesn't get any playtime right now. So.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about cutting all this out, but we'll see. We'll see how bad it is on the recording.
Do you want me to get her bone?
No, we'll see if she can handle it. If not, we'll take a timeout. All right. Anything else on the game tonight other than holy choke job? Because that was just... I mean, it was like a slow motion car crash watching that all happen.
Truly.
Anything else?
No, that's it. That's all I got on the game.
All right. Yeah, we didn't make predictions for this game because we were going to record last night, and I was just exhausted and had to be at work in the morning, so we decided to skip it.
I was going to say, I don't think I made a prediction on this game.
No, I don't know. I probably would have picked the Bears, and I would have been right if they knew how to play football, but they don't, so I guess not.
I think I would have picked the Vikings low-key.
Okay.
But...
Well, that doesn't count. I think you did significantly worse than me in the picks this week. So
so I can use all the help I can get.
We're going to go back through and we're going to see, do a quick rundown of the games this weekend and also see how our picks turned out. See who did better. I think it probably leans my way this week, but
okay.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. And then at the end, we'll go over the game on Friday that we didn't get to talk about. Yes. And we have a lot to talk about that game too. So we'll start in Duval County. Panthers 10, Jaguars 26. Both of us picked the Jaguars to win that game.
I mean, was it ever a question?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was not because Bryce Young is exactly who he thought he was. I don't know why people were getting hyped up over a 150-yard passing game last year because that's exactly how many yards he had today or
Yeah.
Sunday, I guess. Here's his final stat line: 18 for 35. So Anthony Richardson numbers, 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and a fumble lost.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, it was a stinker. And this game was delayed by rain for like an hour and 16 minutes.
Oh gosh.
So
and
I
that
think-
just like makes it even more of a bummer.
Yeah, I
It's
think-
like, please let this be over, but like we're stuck. We can't let it be over.
Yeah, thank goodness the Texans game had started by then because I think people just kind of forgot that this game was on, and
I know I
rightfully
did.
so, because it was just, I mean, it was just nasty. Like, I don't know, man. The Jaguars played all right, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like anything. It was pretty like standard play. I don't know. I don't feel like there was anything to be like, oh my gosh, did you see this or whatever? Like, of course, like Travis Hunter, he had a reception. He also had a tackle.
Yeah.
He played both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I think he ended up playing 6 snaps on defense. He had 6 catches for 33 yards. I mean, like nothing special, I guess, but like it's his first game, so whatever.
So I mean, at least he's getting like the feel of it, down the motion of it. Mm-hmm. So I mean that's good, I guess. Travis Etienne though.
Yeah, apparently has his job forever now.
I mean, he had the few times I looked over to the Jags playing, I was like, oh, I guess he's
Good
employed.
at football
I don't
now.
know.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the Jaguars just traded Tank Bigsby to the Eagles today. So
Really?
yeah,
Eagles are getting everyone. I guess they need a little bit of help.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe Will Shipley's more hurt than I thought he was, but I don't know. For now, they've got Tank Bigsby, and I guess like all the speculation about Tank Bigsby leading that backfield in Jacksonville this year, it's finished now. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. They just drafted that rookie by Shaw Tutton, I think, but I don't think that he's ready to take over. So I guess it's just going to be Etienne's job for now.
I suppose. I mean, and he's doing a decent job so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, I don't know. Ted McMillan went 5 catches, 68 yards. I guess that's pretty good for a debut. You tell me if you think he's going to be any good, because I don't see it. Maybe I just really
It's not
don't
terrible.
believe in the Panthers. Like, I just don't think Bryce Young's going to be able to sustain any kind of wide receiver production.
I mean, sustain, no. He pops off every now and then, but like, I don't know, like consistently, no. I wouldn't rely on him as a quarterback. But I mean, like, given that, like, how good are we expecting Tet to be? You know, like, the kid doesn't have a shot if he doesn't have a reliable quarterback. So, I would say like, even that is probably good, especially for the first game. He's a rookie, right? First
Yeah.
NFL game. So it's average.
Yeah.
It's good. Nothing to like write home about, but like also something to be proud of. I don't know.
Yeah. Something that I think that they should try doing with Bryce Young is I think that he should be like a closer, like in baseball. I think that they should start Andy Dalton every game and then either just like have the lineman just not block for one play so he gets absolutely crunched. And then like you have to like trick Bryce Young into thinking. You can't just like, on top of like having him come in to relieve Andy Dalton so that maybe he gets like, whatever he got out of getting benched from Andy Dalton last year. I think you also need to like trick him into thinking that you're not doing that. Like you can't just tell him, hey Bryce, like we're going to give Andy Dalton like one series and then you are going to come in after him. Because that's like, so you're trying to give your dog their medicine just like by handing it to them. He's going to already know, okay, I'm starting, but like Andy Dalton's just going to play one drive.
Yeah.
You need to tell him you're benched and have Andy Dalton go out there.
Over for you.
And then have Andy Dalton be killed on the field.
On the field.
And then Bryce Young will be like, oh, another chance. Like, this is my chance,
Yeah, he has to be killed.
You need to cycle through like 17 quarterbacks this season and just sacrifice one every game. So that Bryce Young doesn't know that he's not actually being benched.
So he can be a hero. He can feel like he's saving Carolina.
Yeah, every game. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
I think they should try it because, I mean, you've tried everything else.
I mean, yeah. What else is on the drawing board?
I don't know, PEDs. I don't know how much that would help him. He's 5'9".
Unfortunate.
Yeah. But anyways,
Shout out to short guys everywhere, I guess.
Jaguars
That's their guy.
go 1-0. They win at Trevor Banks Stadium. I
Let's
guess
go.
Trevor Lawrence played all right. I mean, I'm sure they wanted more out of
Again,
him.
nothing notable.
Yeah.
He's still not beating fraud allegations.
Yeah. But, maybe it was just a nasty day for week 1, so we'll get in the pass.
They're also playing Carolina, so, like, come on. The bar is really not that high.
Yeah. Yeah, I think about
Y'all
Bryce
should have balled
Young.
out of control, honestly. So, you know what? I take it back. I take it back. Jags, I didn't see enough from you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah, I don't. Both of these teams were ranked like last and second to last in defense last year. Neither one of them did anything, and I don't think
Awesome.
either one of them did much to improve on that side of the ball either. So, should have been, easy pickings again, and it wasn't for either team. All right, moving on to the next game: Cardinals 20, Saints 13. What do we think about this one?
Yucky. And you know what else is yucky? The Saints jerseys.
Yeah,
Absolutely disgusting.
they were Manila folder colored, something like
I mean,
that.
it's just like Office Depot
Yeah.
jerseys. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they were Temu edition jerseys. I don't know what that was about, but
And why we brought them out for like the home opener. Yeah, gross, guys. We couldn't do any better than that.
yeah.
Y'all already are like gross, like in general.
Just the idea of the Saints, yeah. Although, I mean, like, we both picked the Cardinals, but credit to Spencer Rattler and the team. Like, they definitely made it closer than I think anybody thought it would be.
True.
They were taking shots at the end zone with no time left, basically. And, I mean, they had a chance to win it. Like, I think, like, on, like, third down or something like that, like, Juwan Johnson, like, had the ball in his hands at, like, the 3 and was probably going to score, and Buda Baker just, like, punched it out. So...
It's the week of punches. Tell me what.
Except for this was a good play. Yeah, I guess so, like, I don't know. The Cardinals, Marvin Harrison Jr., good at football, confirmed.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he could beat the allegations. Confirm some sources.
Kyler Murray threw the ball underhand. That was pretty cool. Had a spiral to it to James Conner.
That's
I
pretty
guess.
sick.
That's all I want to talk about in this game. I don't really care about Cardinals.
I
Saints.
mean, yeah.
They're still like Cardinals were giving me a little bit of a scare there, but they're still alive for.
I think it is just kind of a scary score to end with in general.
Yeah.
But what was the line? It was like -6 something, right? Which I guess is
Yeah, they covered.
they covered, but usually
Yeah.
that means that they're gonna lose by a bajillion. So
I think it means they got it exactly right.
I guess so. So I mean, way to go, Vegas.
Boom. Yeah. I don't know. They're still alive for the NFC West, especially after everything else we're going to talk about with the NFC West. But anyways, next game. Oh my goodness.
This one is how we thought the Saints game was gonna go.
Dolphins and Colts. Colts 33, Dolphins 8.
And pity points at that.
They did not eat at all.
No.
I picked the Colts. You picked the Dolphins.
Yeah, I guess I haven't had that many years of experience with the Colts. As many years as you have with the Colts.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you did, you would know that obviously Daniel Jones would become football Jesus and would just...
I mean, clearly.
literally score on every single drive of the day. Peyton Manning played for, 10 years? Never did that. The Colts have
He
not...
scored on every drive?
single drive, the Colts got points.
Oh my gosh.
Daniel Jones literally resurrected his, like, just came back as, I don't know, maybe like the greatest quarterback of all time. Andrew Luck
truly,
and Peyton
gosh.
Manning were speaking in his ears, like Force Ghosts in the stadium. Jim
Yeah.
Irsay was coming down, like injecting coke into his veins from heaven.
Yeah, I get it was the
Maybe heaven, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess
Probably
it was
not.
the Jim Irsay in him.
Yeah, I don't know. How do we feel about Jim Irsay? Sound off in the comments because I think they were doing a lot of glazing for someone who I think was a little bit crazy. But maybe I have that story twisted. All I know is he tried to airlift a whale and it died. I think he was trying to save the whale, but it did not
Allegedly,
make it.
is that how they wrote it to make it seem like?
I don't actually know the full story of the whale. I just know that a whale died in his custody, I think.
Well, at least it wasn't a dolphin.
Yeah.
Today it was though. Shoot.
Today it was a dolphin. Oh, Tua turned the ball over was out there all day long.
Lived up to his name. Truly.
Yeah. I think I don't know. The new haircut may have just been his brain trying to escape his head because it was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. That was, I mean, truly and utterly bad. Like, I don't think I saw one good thing
No.
from any of their performance. Defense, nothing of note.
I mean, if you can't stop Daniel Jones, forget about it. Pack it up.
I mean, truly. I mean, I just want to see who are the Colts playing next week.
That's a good thing to look up. You have the phone.
Here, hold on, because I just want to see.
This is why we need a producer.
I know. Come on. Like, this could not be how the Colts season is going to go the whole time. Can it? Like.
Okay, well, they're going to host the Broncos next week, so hopefully.
Okay, well.
Although, I don't know. The way the Broncos played this week.
We'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
We're both theists this week. But no, like, I need to see Daniel Jones play another team that's not the god-awful Dolphins.
Yeah.
Like, the Dolphins are the new Titans this season. I don't know. Like, the Saints may have to compete for the worst spot now. So.
Yeah, the Saints at least had a little bit of fight in them.
Truly.
The Dolphins.
They just look sad.
They quit before the game even started, I think.
Tyreek is yelling on the sidelines.
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
Like.
He's super mega gone.
And then Mike McDaniel just looks, like, sad and depressed in the post-conference.
He looks like someone threw his backpack on the roof is what it looks like. He is just... When they're not winning, he's a pathetic individual, I'll say that much.
His lunch on the ground or something.
Yeah. Someone took his lunch money. They did pull down his pants, and it was horrific to watch, honestly.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, no, it was... Talk about a slow-motion car crash. This was,
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, this one took years. Because it's like, this game has too much time in it. Like, we can't... I don't even know.
Yeah, they should have agreed at halftime just not play the rest of it, because it was horrible.
Yeah.
And, like, the Colts, again, like, only didn't score 1,000,000 points, because I don't think that they can get out of their own way for long enough to do that. Like, I still think maybe there were signs that there's still a chance to beat the Colts here somewhere in there. But
yeah,
because I think a better team would have scored probably 80 points. But,
maybe. See, that's why I need to see another team play the Colts. I need to have a fair evaluation of their team against a run-of-the-mill NFL team.
Yeah.
You know? Not someone who's, like scrambling to stay, like, relevant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But, I mean, Jonathan Taylor.
I mean, he had an okay... Like, the thing is, I don't even know who had all their points. Like, looking at their box score, I mean, it's like... It was... I mean, it's like... It's unbelievable what happened there, because they didn't really do anything, you know? Like, I think they spread the ball around a bunch. Because, let's see. Let's pull up the box score here.
Producer, can you pull up the...
It's like Jonathan Taylor went 18 carries, 71 yards. That's under 4 yards a carry. Daniel Jones,
That's some fast math.
7 carries for 20. Well, it's listed here, 3.9.
Oh, awkward.
I mean, Michael Pittman had 6 catches for 80 yards, and Tyler Warren had 7 catches for 76 yards. Tyler Warren had a good game, and I called that.
Yeah, truly.
Because for some reason, every time, and Latu, good luck pronouncing his last name or his first name. I think it's Laitu. He had an interception.
It's like the guy. No, is it? I don't want to say that if that's
Lakatu.
Dang it! Never mind. Sorry, that's insensitive of me.
Yeah, but like Tyler Warren and Latu, both of them just fell to the Colts. Colts didn't have to trade for anybody, and they got the best player at that spot. Like,
yeah,
just for no reason. So I'm sick of the Colts, and they just like things just work out for them. Of course, Daniel Jones is going to light up the world whenever he's playing for the Colts, because why wouldn't he?
Yeah, blue. I guess blue and mainly white was his colors. He had a little too much blue on the Giants, and not enough white. Mm-hmm. And now he has a better balance for him. He just needed a new style of blue and white.
Yeah. They were wearing their white uniforms, weren't they? Why?
I don't know. Because of Jim Irsay?
I guess so.
Was his favorite color white?
Well, depends on how. I think you
in what context?
I think you can answer that question in the affirmative in multiple different contexts. I think people and also powders, but I don't know. Let me look up. Did Jim Irsay do coke before I
Nice.
Did Jim Irsay die?
Coke Zero, yeah.
Oh.
Well, he received ketamine before death.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess he had a lot of relapses. Opioid, though, that's different. Do some coke, do some shots, dance around. What is... Okay.
That's what I live by. I don't know.
I have no idea. Oh, well, we'll leave that alone. All right. Next up, Raiders at Patriots. Raiders 20, Patriots 13.
Boom.
You're a Raiders correspondent. What do you think of the game?
I mean, I thought it was a really good game. I was kind of nervous
Mm-hmm.
going into it because I was like, gosh, what if these guys just like aren't what the Raiders needed? What if there's just a lot of pieces that had to come together. Like Pete Carroll had to be really good for the team coming in, and Geno Smith had to like discover how to play like competent football for a second. And then Ashton Gente had to come in to the team, and Brock Bowers still had to be like him from last year. And so it was just a lot of like, oh my gosh, what is going to happen? It just feels like everything's colliding all at once. And is it going to be like an explosion, or is it going to be like seamless? I don't know. And it was relatively seamless.
Yeah.
So Pete Carroll got his 4th debut win, and he's 4-4 for that. So cool for Pete. I like Pete. He's always been a cool guy.
Yeah.
But I was a little scared though when Brock got he had a non-contact like injury, if you can call it that, or scare, and it was like his knee area. It took him in the tent, and then reports out he didn't come back to the game because it was like in the 4th quarter or something like that. And some reports afterwards said that he was not worried at all. Like it was totally past him. Like he's gonna be back for next week. A lot of reporters saying that he was just brushing it off like it was nothing. So as a fantasy owner, that makes me very happy. But I was a little scared for a second. But no, Ashton Gente had a really good game.
He did not.
Okay.
He scored.
Not really good, but like that's good for us. Like your first NFL start.
Yeah.
You get a touchdown. That's like best case scenario.
Yeah, but I think he had like 40 yards on the ground or something like that.
Okay, but a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good run. He had a couple good runs, but yeah, he had 38 yards on, I think, like
How many carries?
12 carries, something like that. Like, it wasn't a great yard. I think he ended up with like 2 yards per carry. Yeah, he had 19 carries for 38 yards, 2 yards per carry.
It's his first NFL start. He's away.
Yeah, I don't...
With a team that was in shambles last year. And they won their first game of the season.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good success for them.
Yes.
I mean, it could have been a lot worse. He could have crashed and burned. Again, so many things could have just, like, crumbled apart. But I feel like he did pretty good for his first NFL start.
Yes. Where is this game at? Here it is. Yeah, I think he did all right. I think that was, like I said, he had like a couple, like, bigger runs. That makes me question the rest of what he was doing out there. But, you know, he did. On the Patriots side of the ball, like Stephon Diggs, I mean, he barely showed up.
By plays.
He caught 6 passes for 57 yards. Kayshon Boutte was really the one who stepped up, 6 catches, 103 yards. And then Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson ended up splitting the workload pretty evenly. But I think Travion did more with his carries than Ramondre did. Although I will say I think Ramondre was in closer towards the goal line than... like with more meaningful carries than Travion was. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see how that shakes out the rest of the season. Yeah, but Geno Smith threw for 362 yards. Like, they're moving the ball.
That's crazy.
He was probably, like, after this weekend, probably leading passer because nobody was getting anything done.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dang, and Geno Smith.
Yeah. But, I mean, Raiders pick up a win in Foxborough. The Patriots are not going to be that good. I'm not convinced the Raiders are going to be that good either. I think they play the Chargers next week, and it's going to be... I think it's going to be a little bit of a different story. But...
yeah, I mean, it was just I don't know. I didn't think the Patriots were going to win it. So, I mean, like, a team that's not super great against a team who's figuring out their crap.
Yeah.
So, I mean... Good for the Raiders. I'm a Raiders stan this season. I gotta be.
All right. Next game up: Steelers 34, Jets 32.
Tough loss for me. I really thought they had it. I was chanting the whole freaking time. I was a Jets fan through and through that game.
Oh.
But it was a great game.
Yeah,
Like,
which is awkward for us because we thought it was gonna be the worst game of the slate.
we didn't even really talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, some guy commented on our post like, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, and was like, "Bad take, great game." I was like, "All right, man. Like,
Oh, you're so right.
do you
Yeah.
get do you get to,
We'll take notes on that one. Thanks.
do you get to say that 24 hours after the game finishes to be like, I don't know, why did you say it was gonna be a bad game? It was great, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb. Like, did you watch the game?
Yeah, it was different than what you said it was. So, okay, man. Like, cool,
That's
cool.
so funny.
The first thing I wrote here is actually electric. So do I get credit
Yeah,
for
did we
being
get
right
points
now?
for that? Can we cancel out that comment with our
Yeah.
comment that we made?
I guess not. But yeah, the Jets, as always, they sold. They literally handed this game to Aaron Rodgers on a silver platter, who wanted nothing more than to beat the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted it to be a Justin Fields revenge game. I completely forgot
That there's no one more spiteful on this earth than Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, so I really underestimated his ability to.
How motivated by hate he is.
Yes, exactly. Motivated by hate and ayahuasca.
What did he said? They said did it mean something to you to beat like Aaron Glenn because of like the way that he said you weren't the guy for this team or whatever, and he was like, what did he say? I was happy to be anyone associated with Jets football.
Yeah, anyone associated with Jets football.
It's just crazy.
It's like, dang, golly. The whole state of New York. I get
well, the whole state of New Jersey. Relax.
Sorry, yes. That's an ongoing thing that Aaron and I have is there's 2 New York teams, but MetLife is in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So the worst New York team has to be the New Jersey blank.
Mm-hmm.
Either the New Jersey Jets or the New Jersey Giants,
Yes.
which both have a good ring to them.
Uh-huh.
So it's up for the taking, guys. Whoever. Right now, it's the Giants had the worst record? Or
They both lost. So,
Yeah.
But I mean, the Giants are all-time bad vibes. We can talk about that in a second.
So I mean, Giants, y'all are skating close to the New Jersey title.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the championship is close for you.
Yeah,
no,
but I mean,
it's
like
crazy.
I think everybody thought this game was gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
And it was the best game. I mean, it was the best game of the early slate for sure.
Oh yeah.
And thought it was gonna be the best game of the weekend until the last 2. Well, I mean, tonight's game was okay, but like Baltimore and Buffalo blew it out of the water.
That was crazy. I don't think anything could have beaten that.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Fields, is he good? Maybe.
He had a good game, I thought. I had confidence in him. I don't know.
Yeah, he went 16 of 22, 218 yards to the air, 101 touchdown, and 1 touchdown pass. Then he had 12 carries for 48 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, including what I guess they thought might have been like the game winner. I mean, they were leading for a good portion of this game, and it looked like they were going to put him away, and then all of a sudden, Jets stood up. They just they just ruined it. Like, I don't even know why.
Yeah.
Why they can't hold it down, but literally they went up what? They were up 19 to 10. Pittsburgh scored right before the half, and then coming out of the half is whenever Justin Fields scored the first rushing touchdown. They were up 26-17. Then later on, in the fourth quarter, they gave up a touchdown to the Steelers, and then on the ensuing kickoff, fumbled the kickoff, and then the Steelers scored like a play later.
Yeah.
So literally just like fully handed the game back to the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess Aaron Rodgers is good now.
I guess again, it's kind of like the Colts. I want to see him play another team that's not the Jets.
I want to see him play a team
And-
that he doesn't hate with everything in his soul.
exactly. I want to see him hate. I want to see him play a team that he's just indifferent to.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
Not
this is
all
one good game.
When he's not playing against the Boo Birds or whatever he called them in his post game
He's
conference.
such a loser, man.
He's so. Oh my gosh, I do not like Aaron Rodgers. But hey, he still has time to mess it up.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out Tyler on that comment.
There's
still time.
So he was 22 of 30, 244 yards, 4 touchdown passes. He was the first Steelers quarterback with four passing touchdowns in a game since Ben Roethlisberger did it in 2021. He also only did that once in 18 games with the Jets. So he really hates the Jets.
Yeah, this is revenge stats.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know how to feel about either of these teams because
Yeah.
like going forward, like okay, are the Jets good? I don't know. Are the Steelers good? I'm not sure. For one thing, I know is like both of these teams, like what I thought would be good about them was their defenses, and neither one of them seemed to want to play on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that was what everybody was talking about. Like, yeah, like if Aaron Rodgers just plays like okay, like the Steelers defense is so good that they're just gonna like they'll win a playoff game.
I wouldn't say so good.
And now it's like, well, now the Steelers defense didn't really show up and they still won the game. So I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
Were the Jets just that bad, or is Aaron Rodgers just that good? No, the Steelers offense actually decent for the first time in forever?
Yeah.
I don't think either one of these teams is
There's a
that
lot
good.
of play.
I think that like for now they played well enough to be in like the top half of the AFC, but only because I don't know. There's a lot of people that I'm very suspicious of in the AFC right now, but they're in the same category with the Colts.
It's week 1.
Yeah.
Like we gotta mix it up a little bit. We gotta get different opponents, different settings, different like we gotta test these teams to
Yeah.
see if they actually are like what they say they are. Gotta refine them a little bit. I also hate Aaron Rodgers' helmet. Like, oh my gosh, it is the grossest helmet.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
What in the old school?
Other than that, like Chris Boswell, ice in his veins, 60-yarder to basically win the game.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Ridiculous. He's automatic. But now the other New Jersey team, Commanders 21, Giants 6. Both of us picked the Commanders to win this game. We were right.
We were right.
And that was one of the games that we got to watch the full version of here at the house.
Yeah.
I don't think we looked at it after like the first half because it was just like a slow moving train wreck. Like it was just horrible.
Yeah, it's bad. Like the Giants every year get hyped up so much in the preseason, and the fans get tricked every year into like putting the most confidence and hope into their team. And every year it's just like, oh, you thought that we were gonna be good, you silly little guys. Can't believe you fell for that one again. Didn't you learn from last year? And it just stinks for them because I got tricked. Shoot, I thought they were gonna be better than they were last season.
Well, see, the thing is, like, during the preseason, they were, it was a lot of fun to watch them play because, like, Jameis was there, and even though I guess nobody's going to hold him accountable for his, sexual assault stuff, so whatever. But, like, Jameis was there, and, like, Jackson Dart was there, Tommy DeVito was there, and, like, the whole quarterback room was, like, a very positive vibe, and, like, the team was having fun. Like, it was fun to watch them. Jackson Dart looked amazing in preseason. And, like, you see pictures posted of, like, them, like, whatever, like Jackson Dart, like having Jameis Winston like eat the W off of his fingers and stuff.
That's funny.
And like that's why people got so excited about the Giants. But the common denominator there is that Russell Wilson was not included in any of those pictures. They named themselves the Three Amigos, right? And guess what? Russell Wilson is number 4. He is not included in any of this. Like I don't think anybody on the team wants him to play quarterback. I don't think anybody in the world wants him to play quarterback.
He's got to be done.
I just don't understand. Like, I think that after this game, they didn't allow Jackson Dart to speak to the media because they really just didn't want anybody to ask the question of when do you think you'll play?
Do you think you'll play soon? So when do you think you're going to take Russ's spot?
Yeah. I already put Brian Dable did not commit to starting Daniel Jones next week. That's what I typed on accident because I'm just so used to that. But I meant to say... Brian Dable did not commit to starting Russell Wilson next week right away. Mm-hmm. I think now they have said that they will start Russell Wilson.
Oh my gosh.
But the fact that he was not immediately, like, I think...
I mean, who are they playing? The Cowboys next week, right?
Yes.
That's a perfect place to start.
I think that they just have to get it over with. Because, like...
You play the Chiefs week 3.
Yeah.
As the Giants.
Your schedule's not going to get any easier.
No. Don't they have one of the worst ones?
They have the hardest schedule.
Yeah,
in the
you've
NFL.
got to start Jackson Dart next week. If you're not willing to start him because you don't want to like break his spirit, like this is the one where you got to throw him in, like get him some exposure. Like the Cowboys, like they looked fine on Thursday or whatever. Like they, weren't the worst I've ever seen them, but like they're still not like the Chiefs or like you know, the Commanders or like the Eagles, you know, it's just like this is the week where you got to put him out there if you're gonna put him out, or otherwise you're gonna kill the kid, and then you're like, I don't know. I feel like he's doing this to kind of save his head coaching job a little bit. Like, let's put Russ in, and then, oh, it's bad. Don't worry. Like, Brian Dable to the rescue. Like, I'm coming in. I'm gonna put our savior Jackson Dart in there, and now I can keep my job. But it's like you're gonna like screw yourself over by like throwing this kid into the hardest schedule in the NFL that like normal like even like generational talent quarterbacks would struggle against. Like either you put him in next week, you don't put him in at all.
Yeah, and I don't think you can afford to do that because if he doesn't play, you're gonna lose.
Lose your job.
And I think that like you're gonna lose the locker room very quickly because I don't think anybody likes Russell Wilson. Like there was that time, like I think the one time we did turn the TV back on, he tried to do that sidearm pass underneath the defensive lineman coming out the field, and it just kind of skipped like 10 yards in front of Malik Neighbors or whatever.
Skipping stones.
And it was just like, what are we doing, man? Like.
Everyone thinks they can be Patrick Mahomes.
I don't understand. Like, I don't know what you get. Like, you don't owe Russell Wilson anything. Like, yeah,
No.
He's signed there, but, like...
What does that even mean?
If Russell Wilson is delusional enough to think that he deserves to start anywhere, I don't know what to tell you, but, like, that's on him. Like, just because you told him that was going to be, like, a possibility doesn't mean that you owe him that. And I'm sure, like, Giants fans are so frustrated
I'd be
with
pissed.
having to watch them play.
I'd be pissed.
So, I don't know. I think that they need to, like... Because, like, yeah, like, I think that it was a misunderstanding. But, like, whenever Neighbors went over to Brian Dable and, like, Brian Dable tried to dap him up and Neighbors just, like, kept his head down and just didn't do anything to him. Like, just, like, completely left him hanging. And that was, like, in the first half. So, like, they had already, like, checked out, like, halfway through the game.
Yeah.
They scored 6 points.
Yeah. I mean, like, Neighbors went up to Dable afterwards. Or, like, walking at, I don't know what point in the game it was, but walking up to him, like, talking to him, like, kind of, like, I don't know, aggressively. Which I would, too. Shoot. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, how long do I have to be a receiver to freaking Russell Wilson? Like, I can't do this. Like, this is his second year, right? Like, Malik Neighbors. Yeah, Malik Neighbors. And, like, gosh, like, he wants to make a name for himself. He's a good receiver. Like, poor guy, he's, like, just stuck.
Yeah.
And it stinks to, like, be stuck in this, like, I don't know, this space with New York.
Yeah, I don't know. As far as, I mean, like, the Commanders really, they got out of this game scot-free because the Giants were just so god-awful. Deebo Samuel looked good, but Terry McLaurin was basically absent during the game. And, like, Jaden Daniels, I think they called his performance, like, superb or whatever, but, I mean, he had, like, 1 touchdown. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He played all right, but I think... Honestly, like, I would have put Jackson Dart in at halftime if I saw the way the game was going.
I mean, truly.
And, like, the way that my players were responding, I would have put him in. I mean, I just would have started him after the preseason he had. I don't know why you put Russell Wilson in. But...
You know? I don't know exactly. Like, you've got to have some, like, intuition as a head coach. Like, he deserves to be fired, honestly. I'm surprised they didn't do it last season.
Yeah.
But he deserves to be fired. Like, there's so many choices that I think you've already done wrong. And it's only week 1.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, like you're losing your fan base, you're losing the locker room, like you're being weirdly secretive and like cryptic, like with the media. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like it's not like you're like this super good, like you're one of the worst teams.
Yeah, and
like,
it's not like anybody,
your team.
And like everybody knows what you're trying to do whenever you're like, okay, I'm not gonna let Jackson Dart speak to the media. Okay, that's all you need to say.
Yeah.
It's all like your team's gonna be like, oh, okay, it's okay. He doesn't want him to speak to the media. It's fine. It's because he's confident in Russell Wilson. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Answered the question.
Yeah.
Super. No more questions.
Crazy, but yeah, I think the Commanders do need to get it together a little bit because, like, they're not gonna get to play the Giants every week. They do get to play them twice, but not every week.
Truly.
Speaking of teams that I need to make a change fast, Bengals 17, Browns 16. We both picked the Bengals to win. They lost this game. I don't care what the final score says. They deserve to lose this game. They do lose this game 10 out of 10 times that they play it.
Last season, for sure.
Like, I mean, this, like, literally, if Andrew Schmidt hadn't Schmidt the bed twice, we were like, this would be a different story. But the Bengals, they literally had 7 yards of offense in the second half. They had less than
That's
150
criminal.
yards of offense the entire game. Every time the game turned back on, the Browns were driving.
Yeah. Speak about another situation where I don't understand why a head coach has their job on the Browns side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Like, not to be that person, but if you put Shador in, they would have won this game.
I mean, Joe Flacco had the game won. His receivers threw 2 interceptions for no reason.
Yeah.
And like
The interceptions were crazy on this game.
and if the kicker makes 2 he missed a 36-yard field goal.
Yeah, that's...
He missed an extra point. He schmidt the bed. And the Bengals got bailed out because I don't know what they were doing, but 7 yards of offense and a half is horrific. Jamar Chase had 2 catches.
Yeah, that's jail time for him. Why are we only 2 catches?
I just don't understand.
One of the best receivers in the league.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, and somehow they should have lost this game, but like they won. So I don't know. Maybe
they got bailed out and now they're at the top of their division
right.
somehow.
Yeah,
They're
and
technically not, but
like maybe it's the year where like they come to these close, because last year it was like they come to these like close scenarios and they just end up losing and losing. They have good games and they just lose and they lose. Maybe this year they have terrible games and we have to suffer through it again, but they win and they win and they win. So
I mean, at least last year they were fun on offense, but like this year,
that was not fun to watch.
yeah, like the Browns went up by 2 points with a touchdown late in the third or fourth or something like that. Then the kicker missed an extra point, so they're only up by 2. The Bengals kick a field goal to go up by 1, and then they are driving, go to kick a 36-yard field goal to take the lead, and they miss. And then Joe Flacco has another chance to keep driving down the field and try and win the game. And twice in this game, wide receivers grabbed the ball in their hands and basically tossed it to Jordan Battle to just pick off and take the other way.
Yeah.
And that was how the game ended. And the Bengals escaped by the skin of their teeth. And I don't know. If we are continuing to go by the metric that like the Bengals can just suck for the first month of the season and still turn it around and be good, then I don't know. Maybe they'll turn it around and be decent. And this win, like just having the win, will be enough to get them into the playoffs. They don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't want to hear anything about the Bengals this year because I don't believe in them one bit.
No.
That was a horrific game.
Yeah, that was terrible showing.
Anything else on that game? Sorry, I rambled a lot during that, but that game made me so mad.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of what we expected.
Yeah.
Low-key.
I mean, what I said is I think that like the Bengals should win and they should win by a lot if they want me to take them seriously, and they didn't.
And they didn't.
And they deserve to
guess
lose.
what?
So
Not.
I don't take
taking
you seriously.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Joe Flacco didn't look as bad as Russell Wilson did.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and it's Joe Flacco, so that he's a little bit more competency. Like he's been, I don't know, he's been thrown around the league, and been competent and like average in the teams that he started for, but
Yeah, here's the thing.
he can't last forever. He usually only lasts like one season or so.
Yeah, like Joe Flacco lost his job to a young Lamar Jackson. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Like Russell Wilson lost his job to, I don't know, to Pete Carroll not liking him anymore. And then that was it, you know? So, like, yeah, the fact that Joe Flacco's still kicking around, that's fine with me. Whatever. I don't think the different quarterback wins that game, but I just...
Yeah.
Because they had it won. Maybe they win by more if Shador plays, but they had it won with Joe Flacco and
Right.
the
And
Bengals
they just didn't.
Yeah, the Bengals just got...
The Browns are cursed, I guess.
Yeah. Speaking of kickers selling...
Which they should be, actually. You know what?
Yeah, they deserve
Hiring
it.
all those criminals. I was in HEB today, and I saw this kid wearing a Texans jersey that had 4 on it. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, Lord, what's on the back of his jersey? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, kind of like pushing my cart around to kind of like see what the back of his jersey is. And it was this, I've never heard of this player ever before.
4 on the Texans.
It was a name
Maybe it was a custom jersey or something. I don't know.
It was a name I did not recognize.
What did it start with?
I don't even know. I saw it and I was like, what the heck? But then I was like, well, at least it wasn't Deshaun.
Yeah, 4 on the Texans. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of kickers selling, Buccaneers 23, Falcons 20. Ellie picked the Buccaneers to win. I picked the Falcons. So this is the first time you got one over on me.
Ball knower.
No, you just freaking Young Hui Koo sold me. Yeah, this game was, I don't know, kind of weird. Both offenses didn't really get a ton going. Like I think Baker Mayfield ended up passing for like 150 yards in that game. Bucky Irving basically did nothing on the ground, and then Kyle Pitts slightly performed. He had like 78 yards, something like that.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts year, he's back. But yeah, I think we really like tuned in whenever they had that eight play goal line
Yeah.
drive where the Falcons going in to score to take the lead and had to go to fourth down twice. Both times. First time Michael Penix had to reach out and barely get the first down at the 1 yard line by like an inch because he basically went like parallel to the ground and was like a millimeter off the ground whenever he got the first down. And then they just like threw
Yeah, that was
away
crazy.
all of their first three plays
Yeah.
from first and goal. And then Michael Penix barely extends the ball over the goal line before his knee hits the ground to go up by like 3.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Yeah, 3, right? Yes. So they went up 20-17. Then Emeka Egbuka scores a touchdown to go up.
Is the G silent on his name?
I don't know.
I think it might be.
Ibuka?
Ibuka.
I heard Gronk pronounce it pretty crazily, but I didn't ever get to hear him say it.
Wasn't he like? I heard so many things about him pronounced. He just like was talking and talking and talking, and, like ran out of breath, and he got to Ibuka's name, and he was like,
No, I need to see that. But yeah. So the Buccaneers go down and score, and like kickers. This is why we put kickers in lockers because Chase McLaughlin to go ahead and like make the Falcons have to score a touchdown to beat them. He's kicking the extra point, doinks it off the upright.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And now the Falcons just need a field goal to tie. And then they're driving down the field, go to line up to kick a field goal to send them to overtime, and Younghoe misses it.
Misses it. Like, no doink. Misses.
Yeah.
Just misses.
I think he got iced, missed the first one left, and then came back and missed the second one right. Like, I don't think he was never going to make that, ever. And I think they went back and, like, we were looking at his stats. I think he's, like, 12 for his last 23.
Are you serious?
Let me see. Let's look up Younghoe
Half,
kicking.
essentially?
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, that's catastrophic.
So, in 2024, he was... Let's see. Hold on. Stalling for time.
Producer?
Yeah.
Pull it up,
That's why
please.
we could use a producer here.
Oh my gosh. That is so crazy if he...
How do I get...
Like, how... I think it might be time to... I mean, it's week 1. Where are you going to find a kicker? I mean, the Bills did. They called up 41-year-old... What? Prater? Is that his name?
Matt Prater, yeah.
Matt Prater.
So he was 25 for 34 last year, which is 73%. That's not good.
Not really.
Yeah, I know who's 12 for the last 23. I remember now.
I know who it is too. He who shall not be named.
But man, just all-time sell. The Buccaneers get a divisional win on the road, and I lose my first pick of the weekend because
Oh darn.
kickers don't know how to play football.
You got to consider the kickers. They're part of the team too, you know.
Disgusting. Speaking of kickers who suck balls, 49ers 17, Seahawks 13. Both of us picked the 49ers, but man,
Yeah.
they were having a mid-off out there.
Ugh, yeah. Like seeing Sam Darnold like in the navy and green.
Yeah.
Just gave me like a weird taste in my mouth. I don't know. I like when the Vikings came on tonight, I was like half expecting to see like Sam Darnold like behind there, like kind of just I don't know, he always looks very nervous to me last year, which I mean, I would be too if that was my lastest chance.
Yeah.
And or like everyone thinks I'm this great person and I know that I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be scared too. But then seeing him, I don't know, for the Seahawks, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it was not a good look.
Yuck.
And this game was nasty. I think George Kittle scored the first touchdown of the game, and then I think immediately left. didn't come back. I think he's gonna miss a couple weeks actually. So
Yeah, they said he would be out for a few weeks.
that's not good.
I forgot what it was though.
God, look at the last. Okay, so we're gonna.
This is Field Goal City. Oh my gosh.
So like, this is they had a mid off. So let's go ahead and let's look at the stats here first before we go through the play by play. So Brock Purdy was 26 of 35, 277 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Horrific. And Sam Darnold 16 of 23 for 150 yards. No other stats except for a fumble loss to end the game. So it was just a shit show all the way. And okay, look, so let's see. So at halftime, San Francisco's down 7-10. The third quarter drives begin as such. So San Francisco interception. Then there's a punt by the Seahawks. Then 49ers blocked field goal. The Seahawks next drive ends in a fumble. The 49ers finally get a field goal to go. Seahawks punt again. Another interception by the 49ers. A field goal by the Seahawks. A touchdown from the 49ers. Now, this touchdown, Brock Purdy throws an interception. That third string tight end, what's his name? Jake Tonjes manages to steal away from a Seattle defender.
Okay.
And scores a touchdown. But make no mistake, Brock Purdy threw this ball to the Seattle defender. I don't know who or what he was doing. But he threw this ball directly to a defender.
That's crazy.
And he got bailed by Jake Tonjes, third string tight end. So
crazy.
good for Jake Tonjes, I guess.
Everyone knows his name now.
Yeah, like kind of. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I didn't know it until you just said it. So
okay.
Now I do.
So let's continue with the horrific end of this game. So that was a touchdown, and then a fumble again, end of game. So that's what.
Boom, done.
That's 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions, and a blocked field goal.
Ugh.
Jake Moody also missed a field goal earlier in the game. He is 12 of 23 for his last. He's 12 of 23 in his last 23 kicks.
Oh.
So he has missed half of his kicks that he's kicked.
See that?
And the 49ers spent a 4th-round pick on this guy.
A 4th round?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why you can just never on a kicker.
No.
Never on a kicker.
I mean, somebody in that front office needs to be fired because like they got out of the Trey Lance deal. Like they got out scot-free because Brock Purdy saved them. Kind of.
Sort of.
But I mean, like taking a kicker in the 4th who can't kick at all? Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's atrocious. That should be jail time.
And despite all of this, like everything going wrong, the Seattle Seahawks still had a chance to win this game at the end of it. They were all the way down to the San Francisco 9-yard line whenever Nick Bosa, who has sworn to never hurt another white man, had to take it upon himself to throw a black lineman into Sam Darnold to force a fumble to win the game. Yeah. He could not harm Sam Darnold himself. So he had to.
He had to use someone else.
He had to throw a black lineman into him to cause the fumble to win the game.
Yeah,
it's a clever workaround by Nick Bosa there, but
I'm glad that he has morals though. So, at least we can trust him that much.
Yeah, at least he sticks to what he believes in. Yeah, unbelievable. So yeah,
that's crazy.
Sam Darnold and Brock Purdy were having a mid-off, and the 49ers got the best of them. Although I don't think Brock Purdy's going to play next week either. Because he hurt his toe.
His toe?
Yeah.
Which one?
He went Justin Fields mode. I don't know. I would assume your big one, right? Can you hurt the other ones?
Yeah. Have you ever stubbed your pinky before?
Well, sure. Yeah, but do you miss an NFL football game for that?
I mean, I haven't played an NFL football game, so I couldn't tell you. But I feel like both are equally important. Like, but both are kind of like the stabilization of your whole foot. Mm-hmm. You know, what would you do without your pinky? Kind of like holding it down over there.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else on this game?
I really didn't
see much of it.
I didn't really pay attention to that game because again, it was just the most like.
Yeah, they were having a mid-off for sure.
Yeah.
All right, next game up: Broncos 20, Titans 12.
This game was a little interesting. It
And by
was
interesting, you mean a shit show.
yeah. It was gosh, yeah. Because it was just bad on both fronts.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bo Nix, not impressed. We're
Mm-hmm.
both theists this
Yeah.
week.
We
Until
have a-
further notice, we're both theists.
We have a scale we're going to be updating weekly. Last week we said we were Bo-gnostic because we were open to Bo leaving. So there's levels to this. We have the Bo-leavers when we really believe in Bo Nix. We have Bo-gnostic when he's acting a little bit sus and we don't know whether to truly believe in it or not.
True.
And then we have Bo-theistic, where we are right now is where we do not believe.
At all.
He had a Bo-theistic game this week because I think the first thing he did was throw an interception. I think he ended up having 2 interceptions or something like that. The Broncos scored, I think, 1 offensive touchdown the entire time. Mm-hmm. Or maybe 2. I don't know. But it was just a horrific game. It was like 12-13 at half. All field goals except for a Cortland Sutton touchdown or something like that. It was just a nightmare.
That one looked fine, the touchdown pass to Cortland Sutton. But like Bo Nix didn't really look that good. But then with Cam Ward on the other side of the ball, I felt bad for him because I really it was awful. It was really, really bad. He was sacked 6 times, and that poor guy just was he was just being thrown around out there.
Yeah.
But I feel like he had some good targets, and I feel like it was either the receivers weren't getting open, so there was no one to throw to. So that's why he was sacked a billion times because he's just waiting there for someone to be open, and this kid only knows college football, so he has time to wait for people to get open. But and then then the receivers miss a few, and then I don't know. I feel like he did as good as he could for his first NFL start. I'm not looking at this game and thinking, oh my gosh, what a waste of a first pick. This guy is not your guy. I think that he's very smart, and he's very driven and locked in, and he has the potential to be very good, which is a lot for me to say because I hate the Titans. But I felt bad for the kid just because 6 sacks to start off your NFL career, not fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think 2 of those,
against the Broncos defense, that's just tough.
Yeah. I think that he did well for the most part. I think there were a couple things that he needs to clean up going forward.
Oh, for sure.
They were down by 1 with 11 minutes to go, and the Broncos muffed a punt, which the Titans recovered in Broncos territory. For all intents and purposes, they should have for sure at least been kicking a field goal to go in front late in the game and steal one from the Broncos. And he proceeded to take 2 sacks back to back that took them all the way from the 30 to the 50-yard line, well out of field goal range. And then they had to punt the ball away. And they never scored again after that point. So, I don't know. That's obviously something that they're going to clean up at practice. And that's something that, hey, some quarterbacks that have been in the league for a long time are still struggling with, learning when to get rid of the ball.
This is true.
But yeah, there was that one pass that Calvin Bentley dropped, and Cam Ward's dad was crashing out in the stands.
Yeah. Literally holding onto the railing because he could not believe it.
Yeah. I can believe it, though, because the Titans are so yucky to watch play football.
I think it's partly because of their jerseys.
I mean, yeah.
Their jerseys are so ugly.
They really fumbled on the color scheme that they had gifted to them.
Seriously. The potential you had. But you made the... what are the shoulders? What in the shoulder is happening? Because that is just atrocious. And y'all wear that at least, half the season.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's the main reason why. So we need a little revamp.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you'll get a little bit better.
Yeah. I think the Titans are going to play like this all year, though. I think it's going to be, nasty watching them go from, game to game. But I think they're going to be in a lot of games. I just don't know how many of them they're going to end up winning. As far as the Broncos, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that much of this game because, I was told they were going to win the Super Bowl.
They don't look like a Super Bowl team to me.
They did not look like a Super Bowl team on Sunday, that's for sure.
I saw some Super Bowl type teams this week. This was not one of them.
Yeah, that's for sure.
They're against the Titans, no less.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. But speaking of disappointments, let's move on to Rams 14, Texans 9. Ellie picked the Texans. I picked the Rams. I'll let you go off on one for this one.
Yeah, I have a lot of points. I had my crash out. It was not a fun game to watch. I don't think at any point, even with our starting drive, disappointing, because I felt like watching this whole game I was watching last year's games, and it just sucked because we got Ariante, we let go of Laramie, who's the source of all of our or the majority of our offensive line penalties, and sorry guys, I'm gonna try to get through this. And then we, moved Blake Fisher around, and we got what's his face Andrews at center, or Andrew, I don't know
Jake
what it is.
Andrews,
Jake
yeah.
Andrews, yeah, at center, and it's like we were promised a whole new offensive line. Like CJ is able to be more comfortable in the pocket, like have some time to think about what he's gonna do, where he's gonna throw, if he's gonna run, have a chance to run, give our run game a chance. And it just like every promise out the window. Like it looked so bad. And like every drive it seemed like I'm screaming at the TV. We did not finish the game with a touchdown. Like that's atrocious. That is atrocious. With CJ Stroud in his third year, who had MVP conversations his starting year. Like, oh my gosh, like, it's no excuse. Like, we should have had a touchdown, like, absolutely.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, what are your thoughts on the offensive line before I move on to another point?
I mean, I just don't think that, like, I don't know. It just didn't feel like I was watching anything differently from the last game. Like, the whole offense looks very, like we're waiting on CJ to put a ball in, like, a very pinpoint location, and if that's not there, then there's nothing there, and he's getting sacked for negative 12 yards. He needs to learn how to climb the pocket better. Like, obviously, like, I think the offensive line struggled, and he was pressured on, like, 41% of his dropbacks, which was the most in the NFL this weekend.
Apparently not. Apparently Brock Purdy was more pressured.
Okay, well, I don't give a
like
shit about
50
Brock
something
Purdy.
percent.
Brock Purdy's a loser.
I saw that too. But.
So, like, I don't know. I think that, like, I didn't have a ton of hope for this season, but it just was just like, this is the same exact offense that we watched last year, with just less firepower at running back and also wide receiver. So I don't know how we're going to do anything. Kirby, you need to stop.
Kirby.
She finished her bone, and now she's bothering us again.
She's pissed too. Oh my gosh. So much dog hair.
Okay, so continue on.
Yeah, I don't know. There were a few comments that I saw like on Instagram about it, and like I'll read a few just because I felt like some were some good points. I don't know, but one person said, in my opinion, changing the front five so late, putting Cam Robinson in, probably caused some issues. It caused Ariante to right tackle, or it moved Ariante to right tackle and Titus to right guard. Why would we expect success when we move two O-linemen to their positions they haven't been practicing in, and one with minimal reps? I mean, that's fair, like, you get used to this one position, you get used to this one job, it becomes clockwork, it becomes muscle memory, you're in this, like, you have one job. But, like, I don't know, I feel like as an offensive lineman, you have to be able to shift, because they get beat up out there. Like, they are taking the brunt of all of these really good defenders that are coming at them. And, like, you got to expect there's going to be some sprained whatever, some torn whatever. Like, there's going to be some injuries on the offense, and you got to be willing to adjust, Or else, like, I feel like that's a mark of a good offensive lineman, is if you can move around a little bit. And, like, I don't know. So I mean, I get that, but also, like you got to be able to adjust, like there may be some grace for Ariante, but like, the other guys, like you've been doing, I'm starting to lose a lot of faith in Blake Fisher. Like I'm starting to not believe in this guy at all. I don't know. But, what were some other ones? There was one. I don't know who he is, but this person said he's slow in the backfield. Oh, CJ. He's slow in the backfield, takes too long to get rid of the ball. Run game sucks also. I'm sick of hearing year after year that it's bad O-line. Other QBs get it done. Which is also a fair point, like the offensive line can only do so much. And I was saying this to you earlier, but it's like I feel like a lot of teams say like we just got to get a better O line. We just got to get better O line. Our quarterback is doing bad because we just got to get a better O line. But at what point is it the quarterback's fault? You know, CJ really can't run very well. And when he tries, it kind of looks a little like awkward and like I don't know, like he doesn't know, like he's forgotten how to run. And so it's just like I want to cut him some slack because I think that he is good. I've seen him do good, and I'm wondering where that guy went. But it's just like this can't all be on the O line. Like at some point, he has to learn how to adjust to what our O line can do. Like you just got to make the best of it. Like we can't make major adjustments. It's week 1, and we're already looking like last year. Like you just got to take what you can get and be like, okay, these are our strengths. We're going to play to our strengths. This is what they're expecting. Other teams are expecting me to do because of our O-line. We got to switch it up a little bit. And like people are saying that it's partly D'Amico's fault because he's a defensive coach. Head coaches mainly focus on defense. We made a lot of defensive, like we made some defensive plays in the offseason, but like, I don't know, you know, and so they're like, our offense isn't getting enough attention. And it's like, you know, we picked up Higgins, we picked up Noel, we picked up Ariante, we got Woody Marks, we got Graham something.
Almost all of our draft picks were on the offensive side of the ball. So
it's like, we did pay attention to our offense, but like, I don't know. And like, Jaden Higgins, I feel like he did good. It's his, again, I'll give him the slack that I've been giving all the other rookies that have started in the league this year. He did good. For his NFL start, I think he did good. He caught the ball, and he...
Well, except for the interception he had ripped away from him.
Except for the interception.
He had ripped away from him.
That was really disappointing. And, like, I wanted to be like, well, he's not used to that. Like, this is the big leagues. Like, you know, that's going to happen. They're going to punch, they're gonna grab, they're not just gonna let you catch the ball and then tackle you. Like they're gonna try to catch the ball with you or rip it away. Like just because you caught it doesn't mean that you have it. You have to get down with the ball. And so, and I mean those just may have to be lessons that are learned by them. And I mean, cool. Well, he'll remember that, I'm sure. But what was really disappointing is I felt like we had a lot of chances to win this game. I feel like the Texans are very good at moving on momentum. It's like once we get a defensive like momentum or like once we get a start from our defense, we can usually make something happen on offense, whether it be a field goal or whatever, hopefully a touchdown sometimes. I feel like this game we did not. And I mean, we got interrupted in the middle of it because of the punch out with Daria Gumbuale.
Yeah.
Which that, like, talk about knocking the air out of our sails. Oh my gosh, that ruined my night. Especially after we had just gotten that call from the ball that Aziz knocked out. And yeah, that just felt like our moment, and then we just destroyed it.
Yeah, I think like as poorly as the offense played, and as like I mean, you can't really fault the defense. They held them to 14 points. Like it's
pretty good.
You hold every team to 14 points, like you're going to be leading the league in defensive scoring, like at the end of the year. So like you can't really fault the defense for that, even though they did have the Rams dead to rights on 4th down and goal. They had them moving backwards away from the line of scrimmage on 4th down and goal right before the half, which is exactly what you want. Stretch them towards the boundary, and you couldn't make the tackle. But like, I guess like the best and worst thing about this game is that you still had a chance to win that game. And like, it's good because like despite all that, like you're still in it. And the worst thing is that it's going to be like that all year. Yeah. Where like, we're just going to be tortured for 60 minutes. And then at the end of the game, maybe we'll make it, maybe we won't. And it'll just be horrible
maybe God
for the whole year.
Smile and have favor on us.
God has never once attended a Texans game, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yeah. It just sucks. I hate having to, on Sundays, just be completely stressed for the whole 3 hours of the game. Like, it just sucks. Like, even if we're up by 20, I can never relax. Like,
well, it'd be nice if we were ever up by 20, but I think the only time I can remember that happening is the playoff games, and then like maybe when we played the Patriots last year.
Yeah, I can just never be comfortable in it. But I don't know. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I've started a path to self-destruction. So right now I'm on a doomsday course. We're not going to win the division. We're not going to make the playoffs. We're not going to whatever. So I need to get myself back. But right now I'm reeling. But
Yeah.
on the defensive end, I'll make the defensive end quick. But like on the defensive side, I thought we did pretty good. Will Anderson had a heck of a day. I was super scared that Stingley was hurt, and that was really gonna make me just want to sit in the middle of the road. but but he came back, thank God. But I don't understand why we're having Jalen Petrie on Puka Nacua. Like, are you serious? The best receiver for the Rams, and you're putting our linebacker on him.
I mean, yeah, he did play safety, but
I
he no
mean,
longer plays safety
but I
anymore.
mean, this was not the best. Like, you should have put Stingley on him all day. All day it should have been Stingley. You put Kalen and you put Kamari on him, and still nothing. Both of them are still like chasing after him, and it's just like I feel like we didn't play enough man coverage, because that's what it's gonna take to beat these guys defensively. And I mean, I'm not completely ragging on him because we did a pretty good job defensively. Like 14 points, like you said, is good. It's not bad at all, but like, we want to be great, not good, so, and I know these guys can be, like, really good. They've shown us what they can do. And so it was just frustrating me that, like, we're not doing those things on the defensive end.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Anyway, sorry.
Next game, Packers at Lions, or Packers 27, Lions 13. Both of us picked the Packers, and yeah, it was no contest. Jared Goff, coordinator merchant. Ben Johnson's gone. Aaron Glenn's gone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think it's going to be a rough season for the Lions, and I think I called it, and I think JT deserves it. So that's the best part of this, is that everybody got what they deserved, exactly what they deserved.
Yeah, this was kind of like, I picked the Packers, and I was like, okay, like, maybe I'll be wrong. I was like, ooh, there was no way I was going to be wrong. Like,
yeah, they never
the
had
Packers
a
are
chance.
crazy. That, like, it is over for the Lions.
I don't even know
like,
how
it is
crazy
over.
the Packers are. Like, I just think the Lions, like,
It is over for them.
I was told last year that because Aiden Hutchinson went out, like, the Lions' defense is worse than it could have been, and that they would have won the Super Bowl had he been there. They got zero pressure on Jordan Love the entire game. They didn't even get close to scoring a touchdown until garbage time. Like, I don't know. They just look like a different team out there. And yeah, you got new coordinators, so maybe it's just going to take a while to mesh together. But again, you're asking Jared Goff to be the one to pull all this together, and I just don't believe that he can do that.
No.
I think that he fit really well into Ben Johnson's system, and I think that Ben Johnson's system was pretty specifically designed for Jared Goff,
Right.
judging by the looks of tonight's game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that it's going to be a long season for the Lions, longer than I think that they expect, longer than I think most people would expect, but that's also just me hating again. Other news from this game, good for Micah Parsons, cloud chasing sack near the end of the game. He was on a pitch count, so like whatever, but yeah, that was aura farming, what he did at the end there.
I mean, good for him. Whatever. It sucks to be traded that late in the season, but I mean, Micah Parsons is Micah Parsons, so it's gonna make the Packers that much more difficult to score against.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. All right. And then the Sunday night game, which was really like super electric. Ravens 40, Bills 41.
A crazy box score.
Yeah.
But my gosh, was crazy.
Talking about all-time chokes. Oh my goodness, the Ravens. The Ravens were leading by 15 points with less than 4 minutes to go. 2,316 teams have been in that same situation over the last couple of years. The Ravens are one of the fourth team ever to lose. So, out of 2,300 teams, 4 teams have lost. And the Ravens were number 4 last night.
The Ravens just choke, and like when they play good teams, like it's just Buffalo. Like I feel like Buffalo is their ultimate choke job.
Yeah, they were talking a lot about Mark Andrews dropping the 2-point conversion last year in the divisional round, and funnily enough, this comes down to a lot of failed 2-point conversions because I think Buffalo ended up getting a penalty or something like that. Like they went to try for a 2-point conversion. I think Keelan Coleman caught the pass, but he was out of bounds. And so then they stayed down
Just
by like
barely too.
Yeah, by like 15 points or whatever. They were going back and forth the whole night, but Buffalo was really like behind 2 scores most of the game.
Yeah.
And like multiple times I thought the Ravens had put it away, and then Buffalo like came back.
Like it. I mean, fans started throwing stuff on the field. Like,
Oh
it was,
yeah, I mean, like the Bills Mafia is like, people love Bills Mafia, but I just don't.
period. I
Yeah,
just
I
don't.
just don't. Like, I just can't deal. Like, they're throwing snowballs at other players when they score.
That's
One
kind of crazy.
one fan, like, when DeAndre Hopkins got a touchdown pass, a fan like slapped him on the helmet and then like
Push Lamar too.
pushed Lamar, so Lamar pushed him back, which I thought was funny. I thought he deserved
I
it.
thought it was funny too. I know you're not supposed to do that, but like, come on, kid.
Yeah,
First of all,
fuck
you're
that
pushing
guy.
Lamar Jackson. Like, oh my gosh, know your place.
Yeah,
Like, I would be so lucky to be in the same presence as Lamar.
yeah,
And this kid is like, I think I'm going to push him.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to shove his helmet down.
that's absurd. And
That
he
is
got
so absurd.
banned for life. From,
Yeah, and now he's not allowed in any NFL stadium for life.
Which good. Screw that guy. Yeah, so it was just like, it's just pandemonium in that stadium, which I guess like it's cool, like it's their last season in that stadium, and
Right.
they got a historic win. But man, like, there was a moment in this game where the Ravens were up by first of all, there was almost a big moment for NFL history, and also for one specific guy on Instagram, because the Bills scored to try to get within one score of the Ravens. So they scored. They were down like, I think they were down 9, trying to go for 2 to get to within 7. And Josh Allen ended up throwing an interception.
Yeah.
The defensive back ran out of the end zone and tossed it back into the end zone to one of the Ravens players. And the Ravens player had enough wherewithal to come out of the end zone and then take a knee.
Yeah.
But if he had been tackled in the end zone, or if he had taken a knee in the end zone, he would have been called for a 1-point safety, which has never happened in the NFL before.
Shoot.
But there is one person on Instagram, at least that I know of, who every single day posts a video of like the closest moments we've gotten to 1-point safety,
Please.
saying
That's
that
his
he's
whole
going
thing.
to post every day until there's a 1-point safety.
Oh,
in
that
the
must
NFL.
have been the ultimate.
I wonder if you can look it up.
That must have been the most insane amount of edging for him.
Yes, like that's the closest we'll ever get. Let me just look up 1-point safety on this. Because you can find this guy. I think he posts like literally every day. Here it is, 1-point safety. He posted, "What a close call. I'm ready for the game that gives us the blessed 1-point safety." We almost got a 1-point safety, fellas. This is the 1 yard away type 1 in the chat. Literally so close.
He only got 96 ones, though, in the
Oh
chat.
my gosh.
Not even.
A 1-point safety in my fantasy league is worth 1 million points. Every day we come closer. Thought of this account immediately. The crying guy from Interstellar.
Please.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
He could have had it though, man. I felt so bad for him.
That's terrible.
I really, really need a 1-point safety to be scored in the NFL by any means necessary. Is his bio on Instagram.
Any means necessary.
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious.
And like all I could think of was think of him in that moment, because man, like it really almost happened, and I don't think it ever will. But like that was the closest I think we've ever been.
And the day that it does,
All hell will break loose for this guy.
I answer DMs and inquiries. So reach out to 1-point safety.
So, anyways, I think the Bills end up being down by 9 after this failed 1-point safety, and then the Bills are trying to get the ball back. And Lamar is like dead to rights, 20 yards down the field, like getting pursued by 2 Bills players. And he manages to get out of it, run like 20 yards for a first down. And then Derrick Henry runs like a 40-yard touchdown like the very next play.
Derrick Henry was... Don't mind the last moment that he had. He was insane this game.
Yeah.
Like, it just is a reminder, like, hey, Derrick Henry still plays football.
Mm-hmm.
And you, like, if you try to tackle him, oh my gosh, like,
You better do it sooner rather than later. Because
oh my gosh.
if he gets going, it's over.
it is so over. Like, his arm, like, what do you even call that?
Stiff arm?
Thank you. I'm tired. His stiff arms are elite.
Yeah.
Like, crazy.
Whenever Cole Bishop got put in the dirt, and he
And
literally
he immediately was like, oh. He just knew that he got by Henry. I was like, oh my God, this guy is great. Like, you cannot let him get
That
going.
was another "how does that make you feel, white boy" moment. He literally
Like, that is, I don't even, that's his, like, strong, like, he's his strongest when he gets a 10-yard run. Anything after that, you're not stopping him.
yeah.
Like, if he gets 10 yards and he's full speed at that point, it's over.
Yeah, the secret is to stop him before he takes a step. But good luck doing that behind the Ravens offensive line.
But it couldn't be all good for him last night.
Yeah, so we'll get there.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to tease, to edge, if you will, like the 1 yard, 1 point safety guy.
So after Derrick Henry scores that touchdown, it's basically over because, like, the Bills were down by 9 at that point. Like, yeah, they were only going to be down like by 16 if they get the extra point, but like that's 2-point conversions they need to get, and they hadn't gotten one yet. They'd already tried 2. And then Tyler Loop, these kickers, man, doinked an extra point off the upright to keep the Bills in it.
And those doinks are loud.
Yeah, they're mic'd up for sure.
The nation hears the doink.
Yeah, they put their whole crust bussy into that thing. Their whole uprussy into it. Yeah, and so the Bills stay alive and they drive down the field again. The Ravens get them all the way to 4th down and 7, and Josh Allen just like launches a rocket to like nobody in particular really. Just kind of throws it as hard as he can.
Wraps it in a prayer.
Yeah, one of the players like tips it in the air and Keon Coleman catches it in the end zone. And then immediately after that is when Derrick Henry's perfect night comes to an end. Fumbles the ball.
Catastrophically.
Yeah, goes Jets mode, fumbles the ball. Fumbles the ball, and the Bills score immediately off the turnover. But for some reason, the only thing they can think to do to tie the game up, because they're down 2 at this point, is to run a fade to Keon Coleman. And it's not even close to being complete.
No. Yeah, and there was, what were the commentators were saying something like Chris Collinsworth and Mike Tirico were like, oh, they've been practicing for this scenario. Like, they spend hours in practice running through this exact moment and then just fade to Keon Coleman. That's not even close.
Yeah, and the game is still not over, though, because the Bills still have their 3 timeouts. And then they stop the Ravens, and like something that I wonder if anybody else saw, because the Ravens got the ball all the way to their own 39, and it was 4th down and 2. And we were sitting there watching the game, and we were thinking, why don't you just go for this?
They should have.
Like, the Bills had no timeouts left. The Ravens just needed a 1st down. Like, you haven't stopped them all night. Like, they've scored 38 points on you. Mm-hmm. And all you need is 2 yards, and the game's over.
Truly.
I think that I vaguely remember seeing Lamar Jackson get up limping a little bit.
That's right. There was one play where he was, I don't even know. It was just, he wasn't looking like all the way right.
Yeah. So I don't know if maybe Harbaugh saw that and was like, okay, like we just have to punt the ball.
And just hope.
And just hope that the defense stops him once. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I think even if you have Lamar Jackson at 80%,
you have to just
go for it. Yeah. I don't know. But
I thought that was a stupid decision. They were what, in Bills territory?
No, I mean they were in their own territory, and like if they don't get it, like the Bills probably win. But hey, guess what? The Bills won anyway because they couldn't stop a nosebleed. Yeah. And Jair Alexander, who I thought was going to make a big difference coming over from the Packers, who I thought was going to be like make the Ravens defense unstoppable, got cooked twice by Keon Coleman on the final drive.
By second year Keon Coleman.
Yeah, and then on top of that, Keon Coleman caught the ball going in to score basically, and like he was going to score a touchdown. He didn't look like he was going to stop on purpose.
No, and he should have. Like if he would have got the touchdown, that would have still been trouble.
Yeah, the Ravens could have got the ball back and tried to score, but Jair Alexander trips him up, makes him fall. And then the Bills run out the clock and run like a pseudo fire drill field goal out there for Matt Prater, who landed like 3 days before in Buffalo.
41-year-old Suns football coach.
Yeah.
Like
it was just unbelievable that they managed to pull that game off. And it's unbelievable the way that the Ravens managed to lose games. I just can't believe that they do it over and over and over again.
Just especially to the Bills too. Like it's just like like no matter how good they are, no matter how good they look, it's like, well, they're not going to win because they're playing the Bills.
Yeah.
So they could be up by 50, and it's like, well, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Yeah. So
Which sucks because they are that good. Like, the Ravens are that good.
Mm-hmm. But the Bills are just better.
I suppose
guess.
so. I still, I don't know. Without Josh Allen, they're nothing.
Mm-hmm. Turns out he was there though, so
Yeah, and he was there, so
yeah. The only note I have on this
everything.
game is they asked Josh Allen, not about the fans. They're just like, how did you convince your team to like stay in it or whatever? Like, what were you thinking when you were down 15? And he was just saying like, oh yeah, I'll never give up. Like, never give up. You know, there were some people who left the stadium early, and then he was like, and I mean, like, it's all good, like it's fine, but just have a little faith next time.
Yeah.
Which is like,
it was very like I don't know, he said it with like and just have a little faith next time. It's like, oh,
okay. Trouble in paradise, Bills Mafia. Yeah, especially when you're slapping people on the helmets.
I know. Gosh, if you don't say the whole time, who are you?
Yeah. So
not the Mafia I thought.
I don't know. Trouble in paradise. Does Josh Allen hate Bills Mafia? Probably. I'd say yes. But yeah, all-time game. Ridiculous game to get to watch. I was like falling asleep at halftime because I was just exhausted. But by the end of it, man,
electric, like amped. Could go run a mile.
Yeah. Anyways, there's one more game that happened this weekend. Do you want to quickly touch on Chargers 27, Chiefs 21?
Gosh, yeah, you're right.
That happened this weekend. Technically, we both picked the Chiefs. We lost. So hot start. We started 0 for 2 on the season.
Yeah, that was tough. Oh, I do actually.
No, 0 for 1. Sorry, continue.
I do actually have a few points about it, but you can start with yours so I don't take over again.
Okay. Well, first of all, Quentin Johnson back alert. Is he back?
Q is back.
Is he good?
He's good.
He is without a doubt the greatest player of our generation. He did drop a touchdown pass, but I thought he was back to being bad, but
oh no,
it's okay. He's just regularly back to being good.
Yes. he's regular normal amounts of back.
Okay.
Until further notice.
Yeah, until probably next week when he's bad again.
Just gotta give him a moment.
Yeah. What else happened? Xavier Worthy got absolutely demolished by Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that was tough. That was really tough.
Yeah. I'm starting to think these like 165-pound guys probably just aren't cut out for the league.
I mean, was it him who? No. Yes, no. It wasn't him who got crushed by Patrick Mahomes last.
Yeah, but there was a lot of extracurriculars during this game, I think.
I think so, too.
First of all, Travis Kelce was like headbutting Juwan Taylor after.
Was he?
Yeah, because he false started, and Travis Kelce lost his mind, and
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dang, he's taking out everyone. Gosh.
Yeah, fighting his own team and everything.
He was a little violent. This is not the Travis Kelce that I thought for post engagement.
That was Killer Trav coming out.
Exactly. He's let him stay dormant a little too long.
Yeah, he went out of the country. It's all good.
True.
Yeah, he also got slapped in the face by Houston Texans legend T.R. Tart. Like, fully got his claw cleaned.
Yeah, that was... I'm surprised his head, like, didn't spin all the way around. Because, oh my gosh, that was crazy.
And I guess he got to stay... Like, T.R. Tart got to stay in the game because technically his hand was open and not, like, in a closed fist.
Which is crazy. Because, like, that was everything, basically, like, the whistles were blown. Like, Travis Kelce gave one more shove. And then Tart backed up, looked at him, went back in, and boom! Like, turned his head around like an owl.
Yeah, like fully hit him as hard as possible. Like, I think if he would have hit him with a closed fist, he would have done less damage.
I think so.
Like, you're wearing a helmet, what's a fist gonna do? But like, if you could slap somebody super hard,
like the helmet is going to like take you with it.
Yeah. Like
you are one at that point.
Yeah, and like because he didn't get ejected, he literally had he had 2 deflections. He had 3 deflections in the game. One of them on a 2-point conversion to tie the game up. And then another on 4th down and 7 where Hollywood Brown probably would have scored a touchdown to tie the game, to take the lead. But T.R. Tart was still in the game, swatting down passes. Which, like, I get, like, you know, I don't know. Maybe the Chiefs don't need anybody else on their side, but I don't think you can make the argument that the refs are on the Chiefs' side this year, already starting out.
Yeah.
Because they let that guy stay in the game, and he basically wrecked it for the Chiefs, which good for him. Like, way
Yeah.
to make the play when you were in there, but the fact that he was allowed to continue playing probably cost them the game.
Probably. But I mean, hey. Yeah, I thought the reffing was a lot better as opposed to last season. I do have a question, though, about the whole quarterback turning into running back. And then how do we tackle them without getting a roughing the passer call? I'm in the field of thought, or the whatever it's called. I'm in the camp of thinking of, I think that there should be some rule change to where if a quarterback decides, hey, I'm going to do a quarterback keep and I'm going to take the ball and run to get some yardage, to get the first down, whatever, like you become a running back and you have to abide by running back rules. So you get tackled, you can get tackled like a running back because you can't, like, that's so stupid. Like, that you're going down the field like a running back, fully, like, not being able to be stopped unless you're, like, stopped by physical force, like, brick wall. Like, and then that does happen, and it's like, oh, but you can't do that because it's quarterback. And it's like, well, you're not a quarterback anymore because you decided to, like, I don't know, like, you're not at the line of scrimmage anymore. Like, you've passed it.
Yeah.
And that would just annoy the crap out of me. Last season, whenever Patrick Mahomes would get all these calls, and, like, sure, some of the quarterbacks are really famous for faking it, or for over-exaggerating, or for whatever. But, like, I think that, like, you know, it's great. If your quarterback can run like that, incredible. Lamar, Josh, gosh, who are we even talking about right now? Patrick Mahomes. I'm so pissed. Like, they're all incredible on their feet, and that should be used to their advantage. But also, you can't expect for them to just let you red carpet your way all the way down the field without getting, like, trucked. Like, and Patrick Mahomes was on, like, the other side of what he usually does this game, and he's, like, trucking into other players.
Yeah, guy fully, like, expecting him to just run out of bounds, and he just, like, full on lowers his shoulder
Like,
and hits him as
fully
hard as he
put
can.
Dante Jackson on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, shoulder, boom, on the ground. And it's like, okay, but, like, when they do that to you, like, they get, like, there's 15-yard penalty for that. Like, I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, I don't think, like, the defensive back obviously wasn't expecting that. He was just waiting for him to
He was
go
trying
out
to
of
be
bounds.
nice. Yeah, he was just trying to be like, hey, I'm going to, like, kind of give you a little shove out of bounds to be, like, you know, not a jerk about it. But, like, then Patrick Mahomes puts him on the ground. And it's
Yeah.
like, you're the quarterback. Why are you tackling me? Like, I'm tackling you.
Yeah.
And it's just, yeah, there's so many times last year, like, there were so many things with the Texans game last year. There were so many other things, like, especially with the cheats. I don't think that was a mistake on me. There's so many things with the Chiefs where I was just like, that's bull. Like, you shouldn't be, like, penalized as a quarterback when you are now a running back.
Yeah, I just think the main takeaway from that is I don't want to hear him crying whenever he gets laid out next time.
Yeah,
'Cause,
exactly.
like, I don't know, last time you didn't get down, you tried to truck me, so
Sorry, I was just doing my job.
Take your head off next time, yeah.
Yeah, defensive players have one job, and it's to put you on the ground. Whoever it is that's carrying the football past the line of scrimmage and, like, behind the line of scrimmage, like, their job, whoever has the football, you're on the ground. And I'm putting you down there one way or another. But, like, yeah.
Kirby's mad because your cup's in the way.
Sorry, Kirby. But, yeah, enough of this, like, what? I don't know. I need the call. No. You're going to run with it? Okay.
Yeah.
Just, you're going to be on the ground.
Yeah, that was a bit egregious. Let's see, what else?
The halftime audio was also terrible.
Yeah, the halftime show was horrific. And the Chiefs came out like 5 minutes late because they just didn't know what was going on. Yeah, the last play of the game, like, Chris Jones got chewed out by his teammates because he, like, dove inside even though he was supposed to set the edge, let Justin Herbert run out to the outside and get a first down. And so they blew the game. Like, Chris Jones lost the game for them because he didn't stick to his assignment. He was trying to get the sack. But Harbaugh was sneaky trying to throw that game away because they passed, like, twice in a row. We're giving the Chiefs plenty of time to go drive down the field and, you know, score a touchdown and win the game. So they got bailed out by Chris Jones there.
And hot take, the Chiefs didn't really look good this game.
They looked horrible.
They didn't. I don't know. It's not the same.
The only thing that gives me
not the same
pause is like everybody's talking about how Justin Herbert played the best game of his career or whatever. Like, oh, he's got a hot girlfriend now. He knows how to play football. He's so good. And they beat the Chiefs by 6 points. And like I said, they were trying to throw that game away.
Yeah.
Like if Chris Jones doesn't break containment there, the Chiefs get the ball back with like a minute and a half left.
Yeah.
Because Jim Harbaugh tried to throw the ball twice in a row. And like, who knows? Maybe they win that game. You know?
Who knows?
So I don't think the Chiefs are going to go away anytime soon because, again, like Justin Herbert played the best game of his career, and he was only going to have to beat the Chiefs by 6.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They couldn't really get anything going on the ground. The Chargers, like Marion Hampton, had an okay game, but yeah, he didn't even score a touchdown, and he had like 50 yards. So
see, and Ashton Genty did. So
yeah,
he had a good game.
Yeah. The only other thing is like. They invited Mr. Beast was hosting and it was horrible.
Oh my gosh.
I can't stand Mr.
The worst part of the whole thing was that. And then the Chargers fan.
The famous Chargers fan from Instagram who's also a Vikings fan from Instagram. She I guess nobody in production told her to be quiet while Mr. Beast was talking. Fully just yelling over every single line he was trying to get in.
Everything that he was saying. Everything that the other guy, the Chiefs fan was. I don't even know his friggin' name. Because she wouldn't let him talk. Oh my gosh, it was just like I hated the way that she made me cringe the whole time that Mr. Beast and company were on show.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, horrific. I don't know what was going on there. I appreciate them trying to incorporate some sort of YouTube aspects into the game. I don't know why it had to be on YouTube, but I don't know. Just anytime I have to see Mr. Beast on my screen is a bad time. Yeah, they also had like some weird like Feastables ad in the middle of their.
Oh, they had to like bleep it out.
Yeah, they had to like.
You can't do that. Okay.
Yeah, was that like a? I don't know if they just couldn't edit that out in time to go to broadcast, or if it was literally like a bit to like advertise Feastables.
Yeah.
But they just had him show a Feastables thing, and blur it out, and then be like start to introduce his product, and then someone off screen say like. You can't do that. He's like, oh, we can't? And they're like, oh, okay, we'll move on. And it's like, what is going on?
It might have been a mix of both, honestly. Yeah. Like, maybe they told him, hey, you can advertise it. And he's like, okay, I won't.
Yeah.
And then you don't hear the name or see what I'm advertising.
But we all know what you're advertising.
But we all know what you're... Yeah, he's like saying without saying it. So that might have been what happened.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, he should be sued for $1 million bajillion, okay? I can't stand that guy. But anyways,
I think that about wraps up week 1.
That's it. I'm exhausted from week 1. I'm so sad that the Texans lost. And there was a lot of very mediocre football played this weekend. Hopefully next weekend is better. But I mean, like, hey, Sunday Night Football made up for all of it. So
truly.
Yep. We'll see you guys. Actually, hold up real quick. Let's check the picks for. Let's check the what's it called? Commanders and Packers is the next game up on Thursday.
True.
Let's make our picks for that real quick, and then we'll sign off here. So.
Commanders and Packers?
Yeah, so Commanders.
Packers.
Okay. You're taking the Packers. I am also going to take the Packers. Yeah, I don't even need to see the line. They're going to beat the crap out of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Commanders did not inspire much confidence in me over the Giants. Yeah. And the Packers did. So we'll see what happens, but we're both going to go with the Packers.
It's Packers for us.
We'll be back on Friday to talk about what happens on Thursday and then to make our predictions for the weekend. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.